I'm going to say something that people don't really want to hear. This is not new. It's just that we're finally recognizing it. So 60% of the world's population has a mutation in the MTHFR gene profile. 60%. 40% have a double mutation, and those are your people who respond weird to everything. They're kind of like, some people would describe them as your unicorns, your zebras, your whatever in medicine, and they've been the people who've struggled with everything. They are, in pharmaceutical research, the 30% that never gets reported on because they don't respond as expected to the drug. It doesn't help them, and so their side effects don't have to be listed. Based on the fact that we now know that 60% of the world has an MTHFR mutation, and that 40% has a double. Pretty much everyone should be taking methylated B vitamins. But if you're taking a methylated B vitamin, there's some other things you shouldn't be doing, like taking glutathione. So my assumption when I start working with a client is that they have this mutation, because about 50% of the population does, right? So that's my assumption. I might put them on a methylated B vitamin regimen, but I'm not relying on MTHFR alone because it is not enough. And looking at the basic blood work, what's happening in the red blood cell count can tell us whether or not they're methylating in the first place. And then when we draw homocysteine, it also gives us a ton of information. If they're already taking a methylated B vitamin and their homocysteine is still through the roof, I know that MTHFR is not the only thing we should be looking at. If they're already taking a methylated B vitamin and they're still showing signs of anxiety, I know that MTHFR is not all we should be looking at. If they are taking a methylated B vitamin and they have depression, it's not MTHFR. We need to stop relying on one thing and remember too that these genes are genes that are epigenetic as much as they are part of your genome. And while they are the loaded gun, your environment pulls the trigger, and you may not be putting your body in the right environment in order to heal. And I'm not saying there is anything wrong with understanding your epigenetics and the things that you have control over and the ability to change. But what I'm saying is, all you hear people talk about is MTHFR when there are, in a base epigenetic profile that we can get on someone, 6 total genes that are epigenetic surrounding methylation and decreasing inflammation, neuroinflammation, the anxiety, depression, not processing other meds well, 6 of them, and we're paying attention to 1. And we're paying attention to it because Gary Brecka said so. And it's still the only one he talks about. Do you know the fastest way to lower homocysteine and inflammation in your body is actually betaine? It's not even a methylated B vitamin. That's the long route.